Hello, 8th grade students. Today I'm going to give you a very quick introduction to the periodic table, kind of where some things are and how it works. The version of the periodic table that I have on the screen is from the Jefferson Lab. I'd also recommend, in terms of ones to use on the computer, the one on ptable.com is also great. There'll be links to those in this assignment. I would recommend that either for this video or the next video that you print a copy so that you can follow along and kind of label as I do. There isn't going to be as much labeling in this one, and the labeling I'm going to be doing is not 100% necessary, but sometimes it's helpful. So to find your way around the periodic table, you need to know a few things, and we'll add more and more as we go. One of those things is that the columns are known as groups or families, and the reason why they're called groups or families is because they have common characteristics. So group 1 is right here, starts with hydrogen. 2, and depending upon which periodic table you'll do, these would be like 3A, 4A, 5A. We're just going to number straight across to make it simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you kind of get the idea. And by the time we're all done, we'll finish up with 17 and 18. Okay, some of them have specific names. So the far left column is the alkali metals. The far right is the noble gases. Column 17 is the halogens. Number 2 is the alkali earth metals. We will talk more about the individual columns and what they have to do with each other later. Meanwhile, the rows are also called periods, and those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You'll notice that right here, these are pulled out. And the transition metals and then the group underneath, we're not going to talk as much about 3 through 12 and the group underneath because they behave a little bit differently and they've got some different properties. We're going to spend most of our time with groups 1, 2, and then 13 through 18 in our 8th grade science class. One thing you should be able to do, though, is each tile is a unique element and they'll have a particular spot in terms of their group and the period. So, for example, group 1, period 1 is hydrogen. Group 9, period 4 is cobalt. Group 18, period 5 is xenon. So if I give you the group and the period, you should be able to find the element. And if I give you an element, you should be able to tell me the group and the period. So if oxygen, for example, is in group 16 and period number 2. And that's really it for today. I want to make sure you're kind of comfortable with the periodic table and you have a couple days to try to print your own copy. Or if you want to, you can make a digital one like I have in a Google Draw or in another program and kind of label it the same way I am digitally. It's really up to you so long as you have your own personal periodic table that you've got labeled and has the information that you want. Okay, those are the big missions for today. Groups are the columns, periods are the rows. Okay, we'll get to do a little bit more tomorrow.